Bunch set to the right. Man in motion is Trey Wallace. And Minshew the give. Hall. Both arms wrapped around that football, trying to push the pile up near the 40-yard line. Some hard running for a gain of 3.
Despite the score, if you're the Arizona Cardinals, you still want to run and establish the run in order to set up the play action.
For Hall, it's year 2 out of Northwestern, and we do have a Cowboys player shaken up. Looks like it's Curtis Robinson, backup inside linebacker. The Cardinals going into the joint practice next week, we mentioned. And it'll be interesting for a number of reasons, and we'll get into that. Reggie Virgil, too, based on what I've seen so far, as Minshew throwing across his body and down the middle. Sean Bowman makes the grab, basically just finding some open area in that Dallas defense, and you can move the chains.
Still nothing over top. That's one thing that this Cowboys defense is doing, keeping everything in front of them. Just to continue to run the ball, stay patient.
Scheme. There's obviously influences from Sean McVay and Kyle Shanahan. That was a gain of 8, first down and 10. Keep it on the ground. Evan Hall from Northwestern gets to the second level. Slips a couple of tackles. Gain of 5. You know, some of the quotes you hear from guys. Jacoby Brissett calling this scheme simple but multiple. Gardner Minshew saying the system is very, quote, user-friendly. You know, Simi Fehoko, we had him on the Big Red Rage, the radio show this week. I asked him about it. He said, you know, Michael LaFleur does a great job of marrying up the run and the pass game. It's hard for the defense to get a tell. Mac Wilson has confirmed as much. Minshew to the air. Scanning, throwing over the middle. Ball down Fairweather. First down. Takes a few Cowboys to bring him down after a gain of 11.
It's one of the toughest deep offenses that I've had to go against. When I was playing in Chicago, I went against the San Francisco 49ers offense. It's that same tree. It makes it hard for an edge defender to try to stop you, because every run looks like a pass, every pass looks like a run. And then not just for the edge defenders, a lot of DBs and linebackers are keying the end man on the line of scrimmage. They don't give it away.
It was interesting here. Coach LaFleur said the offense is in. Now it's about the details. Evan Hall, he stokes it north, across the 35, down to the 33-yard line. But yeah, Mac Wilson Sr., for example, a linebacker, gain of 4 there, saying the motions can get you out of whack. That eye candy. They're making you think. It's simple for the offense, but it's the illusion of complexity to the defense.
And then they motion, then they just run straight downhill. And so as you're going sideways, left and right, they're going vertical, and it keeps you off balance.
Second down and 8. Minshew starting the third quarter after playing the first half. He's got Virgil over the middle. He hits the brakes, making defenders miss until he swarmed to the 20-yard line. Reggie Virgil, elusive, a gain of 14.
You could tell the excitement. He's trying to find any space he can run to. Left, right, middle, forward, backward. That's what Reggie Virgil does. Look, he could get tackled there, but no, makes 3 people miss. Tries to find another spot. Now you see the Cowboys defensive linemen getting out of their stack. That's when some of those those hospital blows.
Yeah, the only reason he lasted until round 5 was he didn't like his sporty. 4.57. As Evan Hall, he just powers that ball straight off the right side. Cardinals offensive line getting a good surge. Nice gain of 6.
But he plays with game speed, Reggie Virgil does. He was one of the 7 receivers in college who had at least 5 50-plus yard balls. That means he's taking the top off of defenses. So maybe he didn't train the right way with the right people at the combine. There's so much technicality in that, but he's a fast receiver.
Second down and 4. Minshew, naked boot, man in his face, slips a rusher, throws into the end zone, and out the back of the end zone. Lives for the next down.
Smart throw away by Gardner Minshew, but he's so elusive, right? The defense thought they had him, but he finds a way to get away from the defense. It's almost like that, and then just throws it away.
So we'll see what Minshew has in his bag here on 3rd down and 4. And with the ones, has really good chemistry. As a first-year Cardinals quarterback, trips to the left, single receiver to the right. Minshew scanning over the middle, got his man, for a first down. And they're going to mark it in the 7-yard line.
And that's that mindset of taking what the defense gives you. Second time we've seen Arizona in the red zone, not trying to get a touchdown, just get a first down. Let's see if they go back to what they did in the first half. They just ran the ball, got about 7 yards. Now there was a penalty that happened. Take that penalty away and just...
First and goal from the 7. Cardinals opening possession of the second half. She's sending the man in motion, turn, give, Hall looking, Stokes it, and then surges forward inside the 5. We talked about it last week, Sam. A year ago, no offense attempted more passes or attempted fewer rushing attempts than the Arizona Cardinals. We expect much more balance this year. A lot in the second half of the season, playing catch-up. Second and goal, give it to Hall, puts back through the A-gaps, trying to spin out of a tackle, but he is spilled at the 1.5-yard line.
Goes back to our keys for the game. You want to try to get a lead. When you're playing from behind, it makes you one-dimensional. When you're playing down by a score or 2, it's almost like you have to pass the ball, and the defenders can just tee up on you and they know it's going to be a pass. You start running the ball more efficiently, playing from ahead.
Corey Kiner is the running back. And a motion turn, give Kiner straight ahead and into the end zone. Running behind his pads and into pay dirt for a Cardinals touchdown. There was nothing indecisive about that run.
Just straight downhill. That's the kind of physicality that you want to see. Look at Sean Bowman, number 48, just wash down the defender at the point of attack. It makes it easy for a running back. All that wash is exactly what you draw up on tape. You have good angles, you just stay on the edge, and then you win the down.
Defense crams in vertical for a second half opening touchdown. Low snap, nice hold, kick is up, it is good. Powell is into the game, replacing Joe Milton. Cowboys give, blue angles through the B-gap and out near the 40-yard line. Good vision, 7-yard gain.
If there's one area that I want to see the Cardinals do better at, it's the run defense, specifically on the interior. Defensive tackles staying stout and strong at the point of attack. It's easy to jump around the block to go try to make a play. The problem is when you jump around the block, you make the gap that much bigger for the linebacker or the safety to try to make a tackle. It's already hard in the NFL with a tight space. Now you're making that space wide. So stout at the point of attack is miles around from the defensive line.
Second down and short. Entire playbook is open here. They give it to Blue. He's running left. Accelerates across the 45. Late flag on the back judge. And John Hussey, our referee.
Holding defense number 96. That 5-yard penalty will be enforced from the end of the run. Automatic first down.
They're trying to keep the offensive line off of their linebackers, off the second level.
Dallas into Cardinals territory, to the air for the first time. Sam Howell. He hits his tight end, Zach Kuntz. Gain of 6. All right, let's go in the tray. Nose tackle, listed at 340 pounds. Yeah, some bully ball of their own, Dallas. A physical run across the 40 to the 36-yard line.
And all those guys are supposed to make it easy on number 44, your inside linebacker, Owen Pappoe. Notice the line is getting pushed back into the lap of the linebacker. Number 44, Owen Pappoe, is a middle linebacker fighting for a roster spot. He's stronger at the point of attack. You know they're going to run the ball. You have to be able to just make a decision that they're not going to run right over it from you.
There's a gain of 6, good for a first down. Howell maybe changing the play. The Cardinals 37 showing blitz, no, naked, Blue, plenty of room, and he throws. He finds Marquez Valdez-Scantling in space inside the 25. It'll be a 14-yard pitch and catch. Philly, Minnesota signed a 1-year, $2.5 million deal for the Cowboys this year.
He had been in that battle with Joe Milton for the backup spot, but it looks like Milton has won that. But Howell still is playing at a high level.
First down and 10. Give on the end around. Little jet sweep to the receiver who goes down just shy of the first down. Markham 2 yards shy at the 15-yard line. Anthony Smith for a gain of 7.
It's really nice play calling by the Cowboys offensively. Why? You're seeing a lot of downhill running. Then you're seeing play action. Now you're seeing side-to-side running. So it keeps the defense guessing.
Instead, gives to Blue. Jumps over a man. Down to the 13. Ball's loose. Whistle. Cardinals have it. Whitehead Williams, but appears that the ball carrier was down.
The ruling on the field is the runner was down by contact.
I don't know about down by contact. Looked like maybe forward progress.
Result of the play is a first down.
Whitehead Williams is trying to stop the bleeding, meaning even though the big plays are happening, you're still trying to pull and reach and get that ball out. One turnover changes everything. So look at Williams just pulling, reaching. Yeah, it looks like that knee was down. The ball might have been moving just a little bit, but I love the mind taking the ball away.
All right, fresh set of downs. First and 10. Howell. Shotgun snap. Give.
Tape out there for not just the Cardinals to see, but for 30 other teams to see. The Cowboys are watching, but every other team is watching this tape to see. Man, let's say the Cowboys or Cardinals cut some of these players. We could add them to our roster. So these plays matter.
See, I thought you were going to make a snarky comment. He's putting film out there for Ole Miss in the college game. He's one of those guys who's eligible.
Hey, it may be Ole Miss and 131 other FBS teams.
Second down and 8 from the 11. And escaping the pocket, but not escaping the grasp of the Cardinals and ridden down for a sack. Cardinals take down Sam Howell. Keviante Spears is the one who gets him.
Well, it's one. Everyone's after the quarterback. You're going to see Spears in there. You're going to see number 93 right there, Horsley. And then finally, Eguliota finishes it. Great effort by the entire defensive line of the Arizona Cardinals.
It was Leota, who's been a standout in camp. He has run with the ones at times in some of the team. 11 on 11, 3rd down and 14. Draw, Blue, hit, and gang tackle near the 14-yard line and driven back. Gain of 6, but the Cowboys playing for the field goal at this point. Haircut this year.
Yeah.
If you believe the reports, he made $4 to $6 million last year at the U. As the field goal attempt is up, and it is good. 27-13. So, hey, if that's only 7 minutes off the clock, a 29-yard field goal. And we've got just under 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. That was the first Dallas scoring drive over 3:01, over 3 minutes basically.
Yeah, they've had a lot of big plays, double moves, busted coverage by the defense, whereas Arizona had sustained drives, but when they got to the red zone, they started going backwards, getting field goals instead of touchdowns. Otherwise, the score would be much different.
And then there was a short field, obviously. The interception, Gardner Minshew, when Simi Fehoko fell down. And the return, and this is Trey Wallace, spins off a tackler. And is taken down, and that's where Keaton Slovis and the Cardinals.
You said that when you walked into the facility for the first time after signing, one of the first players you saw was tight end Trey McBride. The two of you have beef that goes all the way back to playing each other in college. He had a late hit on you that you didn't like. How'd you guys work through that now that you're teammates?
Yeah, you know, you have to. It's like you're going to be seeing each other every day. It's like, you know, but it was all out of respect. He's a competitor just as much as I. It was kind of like a telepathy thing. Like we both understood, like, hey, we're boys now. It's all good. No worries. Iron sharpens iron, and we'll go make each other better. And it's great to go against him every day. He's a hell of a player.
You've said that you describe yourself as a psycho white guy, which you feel every team needs. That's a role you have decided to take on. What are the roles and responsibilities that come with that title?
Truthfully, psychotically, you got to fly around out there, put your nose on people's, you know, on their chest plate and give them hell. So that's kind of what we do. and I kind of pride myself on that, and it's fun to play that way, so that's what I do.
Early looks with this defense under DC Nick Rallis. What do you like the most about how he schemes you up?
Yeah, I mean, it's just opportunistic for the safeties to play, and it fits my style of communication and playing cover 4 in the secondary and big zones and playing man and scheming up run fits. So I'm excited to just get out there and start striking, start making tackles, start playing real football, and